Grace, LSU Alexandria, Ave Maria, they all win tonight. LSU Shreveport, they fall the night before the new ratings come out. Cascade Hoops Talk starts right now. Well, the stage is set. The new ratings come out this morning. Best place to get them is go on X. Watch the NAIA X site. That's usually where you can find them first. That's where I've always had the best luck. But they'll come out today. They're going to come out every 2 weeks after that. Might be a little bit of movement. Let's take a look at the top 25 scores, some news, some milestones around the NAIA. Let's start with Grace. They played Michigan Dearborn tonight. They just pummeled them. So Ian Schultz, 10 points, 10 rebounds. Pay no attention to that. That's a messed up. 10 points, 10 rebounds. Gage Sefton, 14.6 rebounds. Great. He's a sophomore this year. Great player, young man out of Blackhawk Christian. Ian Roush, 20 points, 5 rebounds. Congratulations to Isaac Schultz. It's not a name I normally call with Grace. So anyway, they had a lot of people in the scoring column tonight, as you can imagine. They're 3-2. They're going to host St. Xavier on Friday. Number 12, LSU Alexandria. They keep the train rolling. They beat Jarvis Christian tonight. Alexandria was at home. They won that game 77-64. Braden Thompson, he had 12 points, 11 rebounds for the double-double. Jordan DeCure, he had 15 points, 3 rebounds. So they go to 4-0, and they're going to play Texas A&M Texarkana on Saturday. That's going to be a road game for them. That's going to be a good test because Texas A&M Texarkana defeated LSU Shreveport tonight. So it'll be a good measuring stick when Alexandria goes over there. Tough loss for LSU Shreveport. Like I said, especially the night before the rankings come out. Probably too late to affect tomorrow's rankings. We'll have to see. But they're 3-2 now. Of course, they had that loss earlier to Oklahoma Wesleyan. They're going to travel to Jarvis Christian on Saturday. Number 17, Ave Maria. They get back in the win column, and they really needed this win. I was a little worried about it. Florida National's giving them some trouble, of course, usually at Florida National. But tonight, the Gyrenes defeated them 95-67. Jack Watkins, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Jack Poirier, he had 18 points. The Gyrenes, they go to 3-2. They're going to travel to Weber on Saturday. Now, they're number 17. They had 2 consecutive losses. I think that might hurt them. I think they might just barely hang in the 25. But they might slip out. But if they can get a good win streak going here, they'll get back in. Okay, let's talk about some other games around the country I thought were of note. Rio Grande team I've been watching a little bit. I think they're much, much better than they have been the last few years. They're 4-1. Last night, Trey Robinson had 19 points. Eric Butler, 22 points, 10 assists for a double-double. That's the hard way. So Rio Grande has won 4 in a row. They go to 4-1. On November 22nd and 23rd, they have that Bevo Francis Invitational. They'll play Carolina and then Lindsey Wilson. Just keep an eye on Rio Grande. I think they're a lot better than they've been in the last couple years. Jameson Guerra out of Oregon Tech, a guy I know. Got to know him over the last few years. He just hit the 500 assist mark. Congratulations to Jameson. Really, the reason I wanted to put this up here is he's one of those guys, like a lot of people, like Kyle Mangus, like Drew Lutz, you can just, even Riley Minix, guys all over the country. Drew Wyman at College of Idaho. There's just a ton of our NAIA basketball athletes that are great, great, great people off the court. And Jameson is one of them. And I bring it up because there's so much that these young guys are accomplishing in their lives. And a lot of times we just look at them and focus on, well, they're great basketball players. But these people are accomplishing great things. I always say, this basketball thing is finite, and we need to be in these young people's lives, and they're much more important as people than they are of athletes. And I think we need to convey that to them more often. So people like Jameson Guerra, who, speaks for his fellow athletes, all academic NAIA scholar athlete. I watched him speak in front of the legislature last year. I tell you what, he's got a future. But congratulations to him. But just think about that. If you have a favorite basketball player you talk to a lot, just get to know him as a person, because they're much more important as people than they are athletes. Steve Draben, speaking of great guys off the court, of course he's a coach, but 100 win mark. Congratulations to Steve. I can't say enough about what a gentleman he is. He's always been, I've went back to Indiana a couple times, toured me wherever I wanted, gave me all the time I wanted, very gracious. So he's a good man. Congratulations, Steve, to your 100th win there at Bethel. And then a guy I got to know at Kansas City, Riley McLaren. He hit his 1,000-point level. Welcome to that club, Riley. He's another young man that, if you didn't know, you watch him. Yeah, he's a great basketball player. He can really shoot the heck out of the ball, but he's a good guy. And you know what? There's hundreds of them. You know them on your team, whoever you follow. So try to reach out to him. Young man I haven't met yet, Noah McCord. He's new at Multnomah. I'll get to meet him sometime during the year. But I put this up because he pulled down 37 rebounds this weekend in 2 games. 6'4" McCord. Like I said, I haven't met him, but my friend Harry Cummins, this is where I got the information. Harry is a retired journalist out of the Portland area, and he does a lot of work with Multnomah because they don't have any communications people, but he called him a whirlwind. And when Harry says something like that, I listen, because he's not really prone to the hyperbole like I am. He calls somebody a whirlwind. It means something. So I'm really looking forward to watching McCord play. I'm looking forward to watching the Lions play. They've won, I think they're 4-0 now. They've had so many, I would call them false starts, where we think they're improved and they kind of struggle through the season. So, see if this year they can turn it around a bit. Big game tonight, Marion Knights, Pat Knights, Marion Knights. They defeated Indiana Tech at Indiana Tech. No small feat. This was a game I was really interested in. And Marion Knights, they came out the victors up there in Fort Wayne. That's a big win. Gus Etchison, he had 21 points, 2 rebounds. Josiah Gustin, he had 13 points, 6 rebounds. So keep an eye on Marion, because they're 3-0 now. They're going to play Rochester Christian, and then that's just Rochester from last few years. A lot of people have said, "Who's Rochester Christian?" They're just Rochester. They've just changed their name slightly. And then they're going to play also this weekend, University of Michigan Dearborn. Spring Arbor at Lawrence Tech. I honestly thought this was going to be a tight game. It wasn't, obviously. Spring Arbor got them early in the first half. But I think that both these teams are much better than they've been the last few years. Everybody in the Crossroads knows how good Gabe Hoffman is. And Gabe Niehoff. Boy, oh boy. Sorry about that. Newhoff. It was right there. See it? It's right there in the middle of the page. Wow. Anyway, everybody knows how good Gabe Newhoff is. 20 points, 5 rebounds tonight. Travis Grayson, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. But I think Lawrence Tech is the best unknown and unspoken about team in the NAI. I really wasn't expecting to lose this big tonight, but congratulations to Spring Arbor. They've got Concordia this weekend, and then next Wednesday they play Mount Vernon Nazarene. A big game up in the Northwest. I put this out on X earlier. College of Idaho plays Northwest Nazarene for bragging rights. This particular game tonight was an exhibition, but they always play a home and home. Tonight, I didn't get to watch the game, but I was told that College of Idaho fell 69-66 in overtime. And it was a very, very good basketball team. Wild crowd, fun night. But this team, Northwest Nazarene, they used to be part of the Cascade Conference, and they got, a little hooty, we got to go D2. And so they left. And so every time College of Idaho plays them, we all root for them. Everybody's a Yote fan that night because we always like to give it to Northwest Nazarene for leaving our little group here. But tonight the Yotes fell. But trust me, they're going to go back and get them because Colby hates losing that game. And that's what I have tonight. So today, check your X or go on to NAIA.org and get the new rankings. We'll talk about them tomorrow morning. And that's all I really have for tonight. But you need to, tonight, of course, everybody knows I do these the night before. But you need to get out and watch some NAIA basketball this weekend. Seriously. Because it is the best entertainment value in America. Thank you very much for supporting our podcast. Please like and subscribe. Get out to your local NAIA school because NAIA basketball is the best entertainment value in America.